Word on the street is that Jay-Z is seeing red. And trust me, you don't want to wake a sleeping lion. Rumor has it some leaked footage involving Beyoncé has Jay on a warpath, ready to unleash serious consequences on anyone tied to that scandalous tape. Insiders whisper that a private after-party video showing Beyoncé in a compromising moment slipped out, and once Jay caught wind of it, he went into full damage control mode. Beyoncé and Hav have always kept their private lives under lock and key, but this time, Jay isn't sweeping it under the rug. He's setting traps. Let's rewind to the BET Awards 2005, when Beyoncé pulled Terrence Howard on stage during Cater to You. Howard looked mesmerized, like he'd fallen under some spell. And though Bey was already with Jay then, fans really thought they had chemistry. Legend says Jay quietly sabotaged Terrence's career afterward. From Oscar buzz for Crash to a massive pay cut in the Iron Man sequel, Howard's trajectory took a nosedive right after that performance. Next up, dancehall star Sean Paul. On the set of the Baby Boy video, Beyoncé allegedly put him off limits. But whispers say he showed up anyway, only to have his mic go dead mid-verse at a packed LA show. Then in Scotland, his vocals were looped to oblivion on a big MTV event. 2 sabotage incidents back-to-back? That's no glitch, it's payback. It all ties back to one central theme. Jay-Z fiercely protects his queen. They first met on a plane in 2000. She was 18, he was 30. And nobody saw their relationship until 4 years later at the VMAs. Now that age gap and his industry clout raise questions. Did Jay really hold all the power from day one? Fast forward to May 2014. The infamous Solange elevator fight. Security footage leaked showing Jay and Solange in a heated altercation. Beyoncé playing peacemaker. The family issued a joint apology. But the public still wonders what sparked it and whether Jay's temper is worse behind closed doors. Then came Lemonade in 2016. Songs like Hold Up and Sorry pointed fingers at a mysterious Becky, and the Hive went into detective mode. Was Jay straying? Gossip sites exploded with names, from Rachel Roy to every Hollywood siren with a spotlight. Speaking of sirens, remember Foxy Brown? Reports claim she first crossed paths with Jay when she was just 15 and he was 27. After early collaborations like Ain't No Nigga, her shelved album Black Roses, and sudden career stall raised eyebrows. Some say Foxy outgrew her Jay-Z's plaything role and refused to stay silent, so Jay quietly blackballed her. Add to the mix Beyoncé's alleged former bodyguard Uncle Ron, who's now on TikTok claiming Jay and Bey plotted to sabotage other artists, Carrie Hilson, K. Michelle, and even R. Kelly before his fall. He paints their union as a cutthroat business partnership, not a romance. Cultural commentator Jaguar Wright even called Jay a monster on Piers Morgan's podcast, suggesting Beyoncé was drugged at times to keep her compliant. No concrete proof, but when multiple voices echo the same claims, you've got to pay attention. This isn't just celebrity drama. It's a power play with real victims and legal consequences. If that footage ever lands in court, those Jay protects might find subpoenas at their doorsteps. And if Beyoncé speaks up, the fallout could reshape how we view one of the music world's most untouchable power couples. Let's dive into the Carter's branding machine. Jay-Z and Beyoncé aren't just a power couple. They're a media-tight fortress. Every public misstep is met with NDA lawsuits or phantom hackers, conveniently sharing private emails. Anyone who's ever tried to expose dirt on them finds their channels demonetized or their socials flooded with copyright strikes. On Jay's 2017 album 444, he dropped lines that sounded like a confession, admitting to infidelity, apologizing in code, even referencing hush money, dollars to your mind, that could point right back at how he handled the Becky rumors. That level of self-exposure from a guy who built his career on invulnerability screams damage control narrative. Beyoncé's Lemonade wasn't just an album. It was a broadcasted courtroom. From Hold Up swinging that baseball bat to Pray You Catch Me implying an affair, she weaponized her art to skirt legal traps and fire back at every rumored betrayer. And Jay, he hasn't publicly denied a single lyric. Backstage, at the On the Run 2 tour, insiders claim Beyoncé vetted every opening act, every road crew member. Anyone who'd locked eyes too long with her got cut. It's said security logs were cross-checked for visitors who stayed past curfew, because in Carterland, loyalty is measured in surveillance minutes. Speaking of surveillance, don't forget the leaked phone records in that class action suit. Thousands of spilled texts showing Jay-Z negotiating streaming rates with Tidal execs while quietly wiring funds to silence citywide rumors. Talk about multitasking, building a music platform by day, burying scandals by night. You thought Homecoming was just a Coachella homage? Some say it was a calculated PR reset. Position Beyoncé as the every woman after the elevator fight, refocusing the narrative on cultural triumph rather than private turmoil. And Jay's cameo? Perfectly staged as her supportive partner, deflecting any glare back onto him. Then there's the business side, Carter Enterprises. It's not just albums and tours, it spans film, fashion, sports management, and real estate flips. Rumor has it an FBI task force is quietly vetting their offshore holdings for money laundering ties. Because when you move billions, Uncle Sam listens. In 2019, cultural commentator Jaguar Wright claimed Jay had Beyoncé on prescription meds to manage her anxiety on tour. No concrete proof, just more whispers. But when multiple ex-insiders mention it, do we chalk it up to sour grapes or a glimpse behind the velvet rope? Beyoncé's team famously sued YouTuber Beehive Leaks for publishing paparazzi snaps of her crying after Solange's elevator incident. That lawsuit revealed court-ordered gag orders that binder clip thousands of documents, proof they'll stop at nothing to keep the public focused on the icon, not the issues. Finally, look at Queen Bee's latest Renaissance tour speech. She thanked her husband, partner, confidant. Language so tightly co-written it reads like a joint statement. In the Carter's world, personal and professional blur. Every romantic whisper is also a legal shield against any potential leak. So, what do you think? Did Jay-Z go too far protecting his empire? Who's your pick for the next person feeling his wrath? Terrence, Sean, Foxy, or someone else you haven't guessed yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you crave more insider tea, and subscribe for the next deep dive into Hollywood's hidden underbelly.